Now, in body composition, what we're talking about here is muscle mass, generally speaking. We want to have a higher level of muscle mass for most people at least. And then also body fat. And for most people, we generally, especially in the Western world, we're generally talking about having a lower level of body fat. However, now that's not always the case. I've had clients before where we're actually looking to lose muscle mass. We're actually really trying to atrophy in certain areas. You often see this as well in terms of, maybe it's the cyclists are a great example. Like, they do not want any upper body muscle mass at all. All they want to have is stuff that contributes to their performance. For example, Lance Armstrong used to just not carry in the groceries from the car. He used to get his wife to do it because he was like, I don't want anything that could potentially contribute to increases in upper body muscle mass. Now, I'm not saying everyone goes to that degree, but I've often had clients that are like, I actually want to lose some muscle in a certain area. It's not always possible, but again, I just want to make it clear that we could have body composition goals that buck the mean. It's the same with body fat. I've had clients before where our goal is actually to gain body fat. A lot of the times to do with something like amenorrhea, like we might be actually looking to gain a certain amount of body fat back so that we can help towards the reestablishment of a normal menstrual cycle. So oftentimes when we're talking about body composition, people think of increases in muscle mass and decreases in body fat, but that's not always the case. And again, when we're looking at this, we would have specific goals for what that actually means. Because when we say increases in body mass, or like body mass and muscle mass, like, what does that actually look like? Are we talking about you want to grow your legs? Are we talking about you want to grow your chest? We can be very specific with this as well as very general. Like, I have a general muscle mass goal of, body composition goal of, I want to be roughly 92 kilos and shred it out of my mind. So for me, I'm like, I don't really care how that necessarily looks. I would just be happy with more muscle mass overall, so I get to that level. Whereas for someone else, they might be like, I'm actually really happy with my legs. I don't want them to grow at all. They're perfect the way they are, but my arms, really want to focus on them. So we have a body composition goal that's related to muscle mass, but it's in a very specific area. So again, body composition goals, we can be broad and we can be very specific. And again, this is very relevant to how we effectively set goals, right? Do you have anything to say on body composition there, Gary?
No, I think that's pretty clear.